Section 4. You will hear a university lecturer giving a lecture to a group of students about ethical leadership in an educational setting. Before you listen, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now, as you listen, answer questions 31 to 40.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to discuss the issue of ethical leadership in education. As many of you are studying this course to help you attain leadership positions within your schools, this is certainly a relevant topic. As leaders, your obligation is not only to provide education, but to assist students in moving past obstacles that prevent them from having the opportunity for such an education. If factors that inhibit education are identified, it creates an ethical obligation. Leaders in such a context need to be ethical because they are in a position to be. They are arbiters of education and are obliged to act from a moral position. Humans are social by nature and community is important. So conduct is learned through others' actions, making leadership extremely important. According to some researchers, there are 4 aspects of being an ethical leader: authenticity, intention, spirituality, and sensibility. Authenticity refers to a leader's personal integrity, in addition to their ability to maintain trusting relationships and their commitment to ethical and moral values. Ethical leaders earn allegiance through authentic actions and interactions. In this case, leaders help to nurture and empower others and encourage partnership rather than dominate. Intention refers to a leader's ability to help build and sustain an organizational vision. A strong vision that is based on organizational beliefs, values, aspirations, and history is necessary to ensure clarity of purpose and direction for organizational members, and can be comforting in times of change and restructuring. Spirituality and sensibility are also important aspects of ethical leadership. Spirituality involves a sense of deep and enduring meaning and significance, coming from a feeling of interdependence. Sensibility is characterized as the recognition that cross-cultural understanding and interdependence is essential in a multicultural setting. This concept refers to the need to consider different cultures' worldviews and ways of operating. So, we know what an ethical leader is, but how does he or she approach education? Most researchers agree that ethical leaders need to adopt an ecological approach to education. This includes being aware of a learner's domestic situation, becoming knowledgeable about the national educational policies of a country, and having an understanding of the socio-political and historical context. Some research suggests taking a macro approach to education, which involves implementing a variety of teaching techniques. In addition to changing the teaching practices implemented within a school, ethical leaders need to apply measurement indicators and feedback systems to transform the needs and wishes of students into product specifications and working criteria. Staffs also need to be given knowledge through regular training sessions. It is a leader's duty to recognize training needs, provide resources, and ensure that ongoing training is available to all members of staff. This is particularly true as teaching materials and techniques are constantly being updated. It is also important that ethical leaders elicit participation and commitment from members of their organization. This is based on trust and takes time to achieve, but subordinates respond to a leader who is honest and has the intention of preserving all stakeholders' interests. Within this concept is the idea of exchanging information and encouraging empathy among members of staff. Okay, let's take a look at the table on page 210 of your textbook.
That is the end of section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers. That is the end of listening test 2. You now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.